Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel SB-Bonsai. Today we're going to prune up this Japanese elm. You can see it's in a really nice custom pot. It wasn't made for the tree, I just bought it at Doncaster a few years ago. Very nice texture of Mount Fuji. I did try and display this whilst showing this, which kind of complements the pot. Nice rock formation, like a mountain, Mount Fuji. Yeah, today I think we'll just prune this up. It shouldn't take too long because there's not an awful lot of growth on the tree. As you can see, it's just getting a bit long, a bit out of shape, so before it gets too wild we'll just nip it all back, get it back into order really. Might not be another pruning on this tree now. We've only got probably about 6 weeks left of the growing season, so I think this one will just get it back in check, let the tree recover, and it'll be ready for autumn really, unfortunately. So yeah, this tree, that's the front that you're looking at there. It's planted over a rock that I just found in the garden, just because it's a bit of an awkward route, but it lends itself to being planted over a rock. It actually fits really well into that rock as well. The tree, you see, it's quite weedy, but I actually quite like those weeds. I don't know, it's they give a bit of a hillside look, a meadow. I'm not sure. I'm not going to bother pulling all of those out now. The tree will probably be repotted next year. It's been repotted once since owning the tree, and the akadama that it's in now is getting quite powdery and compact, so it still drains well, but it does take a few seconds, like so. I think in the spring it will be one for a repot, so we'll just bring the camera a bit closer just to have a look at what we've got going on. Hopefully everything I said then was just in focus. But yeah, I think it'd be quite a nice tree this one day. We've got a main trunk, we've got a side branch coming off. It's looking a little better than when I got it. Got this tree, as I said in my first tour video, from my brother-in-law's dad, who's also done bonsai for many years, and he was kind enough to gift me a few trees as he's trying to bring down his collection a bit as he's getting a bit older. So yeah, quite nice to be given this tree. It's a nice tree. So we'll start the video and get this pruned up. Okay, so if we look at the tree coming from the trunk up, our first branch would be this second one here. Now it's quite an elegant, oh it's not focusing, an elegant branch. So we come up again, and then we come across. So I think the plan will be is to have that sort of how it's doing now. Will be sort of like a nice pad here, and then this will kind of dome over that, and we'll give it a nice flowing structure, which will also hopefully kind of follow sort of the flow of the roots over the rock. So no jagged edges, no jagged bends, just a nice flowing Japanese elm. So I think we'll set the camera back down as best as I can, and we'll try and get some footage of this being pruned up. I can't wait to get a tripod because this is just so awkward. Come on. Alright, can we see that okay? I should do. Alright, so we'll come to the front of the tree, like so. So as I say, the comes up, and then we have this here, our first sort of branch coming out of this. Now, we do have the one above it, which I think I would rather keep, but with this one, it does come out this way more, whereas that one is that, so we could probably keep this, to be honest. And it will give a, just like these leaves are showing now, like a wider canopy. So I think what we'll do is, looking at the leaves, directional pruning, we could one there, and one there. I think I'm gonna take it back to this one, and the bud should grow out this way, away from that branch there. So if we come to that second leaf, halfway between the nodes, take that off. Right, and then on that same branch just above it, is the camera still in focus? Yeah, we've got a stub, which I can just take out to clean that up. We've also got this upright branch, which I don't think I want to keep because it's just going straight up, it's not flowing, it's not following the lines of these other branches, so I think I'm just going to take that out, just leave a little stub just for a bit of dieback. We've also got some leaves on the inside of that which I can get rid of now that branch is growing, so just take those out there, which cleans that up a little bit. Okay, and then hopefully you can see on the next branch up, the main one, it's got another old leaf, a small one. I can just get rid of that just to clean it out, let more light and air into the one below it. We've got another one there which we don't need. Oh, this is hard. Just get that out there. Okay, so that cleans that up. Now, with this branch coming up again, we've got the first branch there, we come up, and then this part coming out. This is going to be that trunk line, so this one that's growing straight up, if I can just move the camera slightly, growing straight up here, that's not really much use to me, and it's also going to interfere with these branches should I keep them, which I probably will be doing, so we'll just get rid of that branch, it's not needed. So that's that branch gone. Right, now get rid of this older leaf growing into the tree, don't need that anymore. Now we've got these two here which are nice, that will give us that nice canopy one day. So these need pruning back. So the first one, if we view the tree from front, we've got first leaf, second leaf, I'm thinking the third one, and hopefully the bud is going to grow out this way, away from this one, which I will be keeping as well. So again, halfway between the internodes, so that can die back and activate that bud. Okay, so that's that one pruned back, and then on the branch opposite we want the same thing again. So obviously we don't want, I can show you, pull this branch down, we don't want to come to this second leaf because we don't want that bud to activate and grow into the one that we've just pruned, so it'll be the third leaf again which will make it fan out. So we'll go to that third leaf, halfway between the nodes again, stub for dieback, there, that gets that pruned up. So we've got three nice flowing branches there, so hopefully that's picking up okay on the camera. Okay, now coming up to the next branch from that is this skinny one here. Okay, so as I was saying, we've got this skinny branch here, And there's one, get the camera to focus, growing, it's not focusing, growing above it. Now, this one, it's just not focusing. It's got that nice flow just like the branch that we've already pruned, but the one above it is horizontal, so there's no nice flow movement to that new branch. So we'll be taking that off. So if I can just try and set the camera back a little bit, hopefully we can see what's going on there. Okay, so I'll get rid of that horizontal branch first. Nip that out, that gets rid of that. Okay, and then the flowing branch, actually, I think I've pruned it before, but it was quite weak, and it has got, I don't know if the camera can see, but it has divided early. So I think for now, bar getting rid of that old leaf, if I can get into it, don't need that anymore. I think I'll keep that and just let it grow. Yeah, I think we'll just leave that for now. And then you should be able to see on the camera, we've got another one where that horizontal branch was coming out from sort of the front of the trunk, which is no good, and then sweeping straight across to the right. Now it's no good anyway because it's just going to grow into that as well as being horizontal like the last one we removed. So I'm going to just take that branch out as well. Just get rid of that. Okay, so that cleans that up. Now, round the back of the tree is the third branch up. I just need to move the turntable slightly. Is the camera still in focus, maybe? Okay, yeah, the third branch up. Do I need it? I'd say I probably do, to be honest, because this is going to grow there, but this is giving me something to the back. So another branch that might have to be left. It does look like there's been a leaf cutter or something on this, because there's only a bit of a leaf left there, so I'm just going to take that one out. I'm putting the tree, trying to keep that leaf healthy because there's only a tiny bit of the leaf left. So yeah, those two I'll leave for now. They need to strengthen up more. They're nothing like the growth up top. So okay, just put that back branch right there. Okay, so the next branch up would be, is the camera able to see it? Just need to prop it up just a little bit. Something. Maybe that. There we go, I think that's better. Okay. Is this one in here? Now, it is a bit horizontal. And then the growth just shoots straight up. So it's not good ideally, but that back branch is coming off of that. But it's also at a funny angle. So just to try and clean it up a bit so I can see what's going on, just take out these old leaves, which has also had a leaf cutter on one of them. So it takes out them. Now, if I turn the tree around, you can see how it comes out this way and then that back branch shoots the other way. Do I want to keep that branch from the front? It's not ideal, but it is quite an important branch because that is my back branch. Oh, but you can also see that from the front, so that's a tough decision. I definitely don't want the upward one, because I've got this, and then I've got these to use that, so I'm going to take that upward part off. Oops, behind the bench. So that cleans that up. That back one, I'm not too sure, if I'm honest. I do want to keep it, I just wish that this was round the back and not cranking round like that. It's not too bad, but it's not the best. But for now I will keep it, but it does need pruning up, as you can see. It's getting very vigorous. So we look, pull this down, you can see what leaves we've got. So the first set is here, very weak. Second, third, fourth. Now it depends what way we want this branch to grow from the front. How it's growing now is ideal. It's round the back. I don't want it shooting this way. It needs to stay where it's growing. So I'm thinking just trying to think of the movement. If we keep it, it goes round. Maybe want it to go round and come back a bit. So actually, I'm going to take it off to the third leaf here, which will send it out this way a little bit. So we'll take it off to there. There, that sorts that branch out. Oh, I thought the tree was bleeding. It's not, it's just a small leaf. Right, so that's that. Now, that's all nice. So now we need to go up to the apex. Now we've got, if the camera can see, a small bit of growth here that's no use to me because it's just growing straight down. So I'm going to take that out. Or this is useful, get rid of bits like that because it's giving more light to these, which I do want to keep. Okay, then the next branch out is an important one. Oh no, the next one is actually this one, which I am going to take out because it's horizontal, and I'm going to use this one next to it. So we're going to nip that out. Right, so see, the leaf cutters have been loving this elm. Out there. Okay, but now hopefully you can see on here we've got a nice flowing branch. So if you can picture this in the future coming down, and this will sort of be above it and give it a nice natural pad. So it's getting quite vigorous, so I could probably prune it back a little bit. Just depends what way I want the branch to flow. Now, what way do I want that branch to flow? Sorry, do I want it to be more out here, out the back, directly over? I think what I'm gonna do is just nip the tip off just these last two leaves, and the bud will grow out where this leaf is. So I take the tip out halfway between the leaves again, like so. There, it's giving that impression of step, step. Oof, that's that. And yeah, that's quite nice. Does it need more movement in it though, like this? Because if you think that was a cut there, and now we've got that was a cut, so now we've got there. This hasn't really been cut, so do we need more? so that this doesn't just grow straight. I still want the tree to have some movement, even though it's gonna be elegant. But I do like the direction that that would put that in. Just thinking how straight this would be before we get some movement. Now, do you know what? I'm going to leave that for now. It's fine. I'm happy with that, so. Okay. So the next branch that comes up would be this one, out the left. Now, we don't want it shading this branch out. And it is quite horizontal. So do I want to keep that? It's kind of like branch, branch, branch. Do we need that? Or can we just go straight to the apex? I'm gonna say to get rid of that branch. We've got this one which will hopefully grow up here, and we've got one out the back. So I am gonna take out that branch. That gets rid of that section. Okay. Right, so then, let's have a look from the back. We have this new shoot, but it is weak, so I don't think I should prune that yet. I think we should leave that. And then on the next pruning, hopefully that picks up a bit of strength and we can deal with that. Right, so also on that branch there, where are we? On the front, this one that we pruned, we've got an upright bit growing off of that, so I'll just take that out. Just here, leave a bit of a stub. Another leaf cut has been on that. Okay, that branch that flows out here also has a back section to it. So if we do decide to get rid of this back branch, we have got one there, but higher up. It's not from the trunk, it's from another branch, so, but that will also, if you see from this angle, that's the back branch. That will give us like a pad over that. It's a little weak at the moment, so I'm going to leave that one. So then, I think the only real branch we've got to deal with is the apex. Now, there is, before we come to this, a back branch growing off of it. Now, because I'm going to keep that one, we don't need that one above it as well. So we're going to take that out. That leaf that's fallen off. There. You can see that. Oops. Oh, just move the camera. Okay, can we see that okay? And then the apex. Now what do we do with this apex? Well, first we'll have to get rid of this awkward leaf that's growing underneath the branch, and we don't need that. It's just an old leaf. Now, how do we want this to grow? We've got our first branch, we've got another one up here which will cover that. We have got this one for this side of the tree, and then this is following that, so that will give a nice domed canopy one day. So we'll keep that, but obviously being the apex, it is the strongest part of the tree, as you can see. The leaves are big, the stem is really long, so we just need to prune that back using directional pruning to get that in check. So we just need to decide where Now, to keep some movement and the vigour out of the apex, I think we'll go quite short with this. So we have a first leaf here, which, if I can get to, I can't see very well. Oh, just pull that out, that's fine. We'll get rid of that. We'll also get rid of this small leaf, don't think we need that. So now we've got a leaf, and the third leaf. I think we'll go back to the second leaf on this, so that the bud grows out this way. I don't want it going, the third leaf grows back, you see. I don't want it going backwards, it is the apex, which you always want coming forward. If I prune to the fourth leaf, it's getting very long and straight, so to keep some movement in that, we'll just go back to the second. This is getting quite woody, so we'll just go quite far into the scissors so we don't damage them. And you can see there just how long that apex was getting. So let's have a look. Okay, so now the tree's pruned up, let's have a little look at it from the front. So, it's a lovely pot, that, isn't it? Yeah. So we come up the trunk, got a nice first branch. Why does the camera keep going out of focus? Hopefully, if I, hello kitty, turn the branch, you can see we're starting to get some movement in that, that's nice. We've got our second one that will balance that on the other side. We have our back branches, we've got our apex, she's got some nice movement into it. So look what's come off the tree today. Not too much, but let's say some of the branches were getting quite vigorous, so it's just wasted growth really. We need to keep on top of the tree. You're best to let the tree grow out a little bit, gain some vigour, get some energy back into the tree from the sun, and then prune it back. So because some of these branches on this tree are young and quite weak, some have been left just to strengthen up. So this tree tends to take, I'd say, about 3 weeks to recover from the pruning, and then it starts to grow again, and it does grow quick from there on out. So with only 6 weeks-ish left of the growing season here in the UK, I'd probably say that this will be the last prune for this tree this year. So at least we've got it on the channel now. First prune for it documented. On video anyway. I've got pictures of it from the day I got it and a few prunes that it's had. So yeah, I could probably do with getting a nicer rock for it, but that root does fit really well to it, so I'm not too sure. I haven't really got anything else it could go on at the moment anyway. I don't even think I've got anything from my fish tanks that would be suitable. So yeah, but that's that. I'll just put the tree into position for a final shot, and that will be it for this one, I think. Right, and there we go, final look. Doesn't that rock look quite cool with this tree? It matches the pot well. Two mountains. That could be a nice display one day when this tree gets a few years older and starts to pick up a better structure, some ramification. Yeah, hopefully this video was in focus, and hopefully you can hear me alright. The neighbours are outside, I'm trying to be a bit quieter. I am hoping by the next video or two to have a tripod, so hopefully then we can get some better angles, and the filming will be done sort of over my shoulder, and rather than pointing up it will be more like that. So hopefully you enjoyed that video, hopefully it turned out okay, hopefully you can see the structure of the tree. And that is all for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you soon.